What's up everyone? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to do a holiday gift guide just because it is that season, whether you celebrate the Christmas season or not, or the holiday season in general, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, Diwali. There's so many different holidays that come up throughout the course of the fall, through the winter time. New Year's is coming up. Just so many different ways to celebrate, and I know many of us like to celebrate with gifts. I personally am definitely a big fan of receiving and giving gifts. It's one of my love languages, and I just thought to myself it might be fun to do a reading themed book-ish vibes gift guide. That being said, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jaya. I put out videos every Wednesday and Sunday on bookish content with a little sprinkle of random here and there. If that sounds like it's up your alley, then you are in the right corner of the internet, and you should definitely hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so that you're tuned for all bookish content coming up this holiday season. That being said, let's hop into it. So I'm going to start off with some easy ones first. The first thing that I think of when I think of the holidays is cozy, comfy, cozy, warm vibes. A lot of times during the holiday season, especially in places like Europe, and as well as, specifically I'm thinking of London, as well as, the United States, a lot of different parts of those areas get very cold. And so it's nice to have cozy, comfy vibes. So the first thing that I would recommend is a great sweater. Any sweater that has to do with the bookish vibes. This, for example, is a powerless sweatshirt. It says, "If I am to be her enemy, I want it because she loathes herself for wanting me." Like, how cute is that? I don't know if there's anything on the back of this one. I don't think so. Yeah, so this is just the powerless quote on the front. I'm absolutely obsessed with this sweatshirt. I got it from House of Jupiter, and I will link their shop down below. She does a lot of different paraphernalia associated with bookish vibes. The next thing that I would want to say that's also something I'm featuring from House of Jupiter is a bookish related tote. We love throwing things into our bags and running out the door, whether it's just to go to coffee shop, the beach if you're in a warmer area, maybe going to a nice resort, or maybe going to a cabin where you can just relax and enjoy the cold weather, or just snuggling up on your porch, whatever it might be. Sometimes it's just nice to have a bag to throw all your stuff into. And so this is also a very cute design that she did, and I am obsessed with it. Sorry, it's packed right now, but this is the Magnolia Parks World tote, and I absolutely adore the stitching, the quality. I mean, it's stunning. It's currently holding other tote bags in it, which is why it is so full, but that is definitely something I would recommend. A nice tote bag. Barnes & Nobles does great tote bags. You can find them all over the place. You can also go on Etsy and find a bunch of customized totes. So that's definitely something that I would recommend. Also, as we're moving into the new year, it is December. With the new year starting, a lot of our bookish readers out there love to journal. They love to plan, they love to journal, they love their paper and pen time. If you are one of those readers, or you happen to know a reader yourself, then this might be something to put on your wish list, and that is a reading journal. There are some wonderful reading journals out there. This comes from an Etsy shop called Wrong, and I was obsessed when I saw this beautiful reading journal. I love the title, and I love the fact that it has the rings so you can add more to it. But this is the front page, and I actually did a proper unboxing for this as well. So if you're interested in seeing in more detail, you can look at that. But we have our reading log tracker. We have books to read for a physical TBR list. We have your favorites, your thoughts, anything you might want to say about the books that you've read. We have our book review page for actually reviewing our books. And then we also have open page gridlock sheets as well, so you can decorate it however you want. This one just spoke to me, but there's a lot of different journals out there. There's a lot of different companies that do them as well. So that is definitely something that I would recommend in a book related guide that might be being planned for your fellow readers. Now, another thing that people might enjoy is an actual physical planner or notebook. For this, I recommend the company Erin Condren. I absolutely love their stuff. Happy Planner is great too. There's a lot of different brands out there, but I personally love Erin Condren because you can switch out the covers and customize it. So that's what I did. This is my old planner. I have showcased videos before. You can customize it with your name. I loved the evergreen trees on this. And then I happen to do the Hello Kitty theme this year, but I also love to decorate my planner to keep track of everything. And then my favorite part about this particular planner is that on the front page of every month you have a little dashboard. So when you're looking at that little dashboard creation, you can do whatever you want with it, but this is how I keep track of the books that I've read. And I will be filming soon the wrap up for November. There's quite a few books on there, so I do have to actually physically pick them up, sit down and read, but altogether we read 18 books in the month of November, which is still short of the 25 we did in October, but definitely a great fun way to track things in my life, and I absolutely love it. Now, any planner, notebook, or journal girl knows that it's also sometimes fun to have great pens as well as stickers that you can utilize to just make it more elevated, more fun. Now, I personally love the studio that I use to get my stickers. This is an Etsy brand, and I absolutely love, love, love the stickers that this woman designs. It's by Peaches and Pine Studio. Here is an example of a mini kit. So it comes with these beautiful stickers that you can put in the vertical planners, as well as washi tape and things like that used to decorate it. So you can create a theme, you can create a vibe. A lot of these sellers will also sell multiple different styles of these kits. So you can get kits that have, you know, a full kit. So it has all the squares, it has all of the different washi tapes, it has a bunch of decorative stickers, it has like mini squares that you can then, that are blank, that you can add with decorative edges that just look absolutely lovely. So I do love those. I also have a ton of washi tape, which I did not want to take out right now because there are so many of them. But that is also a great, great gift that you could potentially do. I also love Wrong Wrong's washi tape rolls, where it's not actually washi tape where you pull it out and you put it on the base of something, but each of these is an individual sticker that you can then pull off and use to decorate. And I have 2 of these rolls and I'm absolutely obsessed with them. I love using the stickers in this washi tape roll. Easy to adjust, easy to manipulate, matte finish, and it's absolutely stunning. So that's another thing to consider. Now, while we're on the paperish vibes of this video, the next thing that I would recommend is an annotation kit. For anyone who is interested in starting to annotate or does annotate, these kits are abundance. I will link the Amazon link to the one that I bought, but it came with a few highlighters and pens, as well as like little highlighters that are absolutely adorable. I have since overstuffed this, but I have bought extra tabs since I ran out of the ones that came with this. I have another set of highlighters just to add more colors. This is actually designed to write on my sticky note pads, which I will pull out of here in just a second. That can be used to specifically annotate on a page and say, like, you know, thoughts and things like that. So it can write on notepads such as this, and you can see that this is more of a glossy, shiny material. I don't know if you can hear that, but it does write on those types of pads, and it's great for adding any kind of notes that you might want. I also have whiteout inside of here, and I also have a little eraser in case I want to write with the pencil. But I just absolutely adore the idea of an annotation kit. It's easy to use, it's easy to pack, and a lot of times it'll fit into that tote that we were talking about that you might be running around with, and they're not too heavy, they're not too bulky, they're easy to transport, which makes it great for the holiday season, great for travel, and great as a gift. So I absolutely adore these little kits, and I think they're just so wonderful. This brand is special, and I will link the description of this particular kit. It came with the pouch, it came with annotation stickers, it came with tabs, sorry, it came with the notepads for writing notes in, it came with the extra pen, and a set of 5 pens and highlighters. Wow, I'm boring myself. I'm sorry, guys. Let's go to more interesting things. No, I'm joking. This is actually, I think, a wonderful gift to give someone, and it's relatively non-expensive. Like, you can find them for like 15 bucks. It could also make a great stocking stuffer as well. Next up, I have more bookish related paraphernalia, and that is going to include mugs and cups to drink out of. Now, many of us, when we sit down and read, I personally find that you get dehydrated very easily if you're not keeping up with your intake. So a lot of people will sit down with 2, maybe even 3 drinks. I usually have at least 2 at a time, possibly 3. And usually that involves some types of coffee, some types of hot tea, and some type of water. So for water, I definitely recommend the Stanley cups. I love these. It's a thermos, so it's going to keep everything nice and cold for you. I love traveling with this for water. It holds 40 milliliters of water as well. So that's a decent amount of intake. You take 2, maybe even 3 of these, you're set water-wise. It's going to clear your skin up. It's going to make you feel so much healthier, so much more beautiful. And I'm going to take a sip right now because I am dehydrated. Nothing, in my humble opinion, beats the deliciousness that is water. Anyways, that being said, definitely recommend those. There's also a company called Water Drop. I'll insert a picture here so that you know what I'm talking about. But Water Drop is also absolutely wonderful. I personally love it because I find that Water Drop does great flavors. And basically what these are is they're miniature droplets that you drop into the water, and the cube dissolves in the water, and it adds a fun flavor to your water. So if you're the type of person who's like, I don't want to just drink plain water, I need my water to taste like something, and you naturally drift towards sodas and things like that, this is a great way to add a fun twist to your water without it having to be carbonated. Now, for my carbonated girls out there, those Olippops, those Waterloos, those LaCroix, go for it. Like, those are delicious, but this is another fun twist and way to enjoy your waters, and they have all kinds of different flavors. They also have micro teas as well, so if you're more of a tea girl, you can definitely try the micro teas, but Water Drop is a great brand, and I absolutely love them. They also have beautiful, beautiful bottles that have designs on them and things like that, so if you are interested, that's another option for you. Then I also would suggest a cold coffee holder. Now, this is my personal one. It says books and coffee, and I absolutely love this. This is my bookish vibe. If I want to have a cold coffee and I need my straw, this is my go-to. It is glass. It is very light. It is easy to transport. It has a beautiful bamboo lid that I'm absolutely obsessed with, and I find this wonderful. I'm obsessed with this. I use it all the time. It is usually my go-to. I have multiples of these, some with the design element, some without, but I do thoroughly enjoy drinking out of these, and they're so easy to carry around with you. The other thing that you could also look into is a night ceramic option. Now, this one, I do have some tea brewed in. It is very hot. This is my Zodiac Academy mug. So it says Zodiac Academy on it, and it comes with the adjustable rubber top as well as the rubber cover so that you can drink your treat of tea. I made myself a lavender blend today that is non-caffeinated because I am filming this at night, and I'm planning on immersing myself completely into this tea. Like, it's delicious. And I will link the brand of tea below in this video as well. Next up, for someone who just doesn't have the time to really go shopping and doesn't really want to deal with all the shopping, gift cards are great options. I know everyone is always like, gift cards are so impersonal. I mean, I personally feel like if you know the person is going to use it and love it, there's nothing wrong with it. I love receiving gift cards. I think they're so much fun. And that brings me to bookish related gift cards. Now, you don't have to get everyone a staple Visa gift card or something like that. You can get different book gift cards that have to do with multiple different companies that are specific to books. For example, Book of the Month is a bookish subscription box. You can buy a friend the subscription box itself, or you can buy a gift card towards Book of the Month. Another great example is companies like Illumicrate and Owlcrate and Fairy Loot and the Bookish box, where they basically do special editions of various books. And this includes things that might be your loved reader pal favorite books. So I think it's personally worthwhile to look into those companies as well. And then of course there are your classics. You can always do a Barnes & Noble's gift card. I always love receiving these. I think they just are the most wonderful thing ever, and I love how cute you can get the cards. The cards themselves, based on the image that it has, can be something that you do that's personal to that person. There's also some beautiful, beautiful boxes out there. Now, this is a gift card box that is designed by Barnes & Noble's, and I'm obsessed with it because it basically looks like a classic, and when you open it up, you have that lovely little gift card right there, ready to use. So definitely would recommend considering a nice Barnes & Noble's gift card or a gift card towards a subscription platform or a special edition bookshop so that your reader can enjoy whatever books they want. Amazon is also another great option. Amazon is wonderful because they usually have a lot of different deals and books available at prices that may not be found everywhere. Now, while I do have thoughts on this, because I do think things that are available on Amazon and the ease at which you can get things on Amazon is affecting small businesses. It is affecting places like Barnes & Noble's and your bookshops where you would normally go in to find a book. But for that instant gratification and for those indie authors that you just can't find, Amazon is always a great option. And the other nice thing about Amazon that you can consider is doing an Audible subscription for your loved one. Audible subscriptions are absolutely wonderful, and you can do different styles of them. The reason why I personally like it is because I feel like there is a certain level of joy that comes from listening to a book. I think it's like story time. There's just something joyful about it for me. Not everyone is into that. If you're not, Kindle Unlimited is another great option. It's an $11.99 per month subscription that you can do. And based on that, you basically have access to the entire Kindle library that is available on Kindle Unlimited. And you can have up to 20 books downloaded at a time that you are actively reading. And then as soon as you're done reading it, you return it back to the Kindle library. Now, depending on how many books you read per month, this is a great way to consume books. And that doesn't require you to wait as long as you might be waiting to access books if you're using apps like Libby and utilizing your local library. If you have a loved one that doesn't know about their local library, doesn't really get out, taking them out to get a library card is also really great. And if they're into audiobooks, definitely consider showcasing the Libby app to them. Now, this is not a physical gift that you're buying. I personally consider it more of a quality time thing. So maybe take them out to an author that's coming in to talk about the books that they might love, or take them in for a signing or something like that. Support your local libraries and consider signing up for Libby. The other nice thing about like Libby platforms and things like that is you can actually translate it to e-readers these days as well, which brings me to my next gift. So as we were talking about with Amazon, this is a very cute Amazon gift card. It comes in this little Amazon truck that you can use later as decoration if you want to. And there's so many different options. So like we were just talking about the Kindle library. Well, what's the point of a Kindle library without a Kindle? Now you can totally download the Kindle app on your tablets, on your phone, on your computer, and read that way if that's what floats your boat. For me personally, I don't like reading on the Bluetooth screen, so I do like my e-readers because it's better in that regard for my eyes. But I absolutely adore my Kindle. I think it's so cute. This was a recent purchase for me. I did actually buy it about a month and a half ago, and it was only after succumbing to the fact that a lot of books that I want, unfortunately, were just not available through Barnes & Noble's on my Nook, but these are the two that I have. Now, for those who have been following my channel, I did do a comparison between the Kindle and the Nook, and I had originally purchased the Nook Glow Light 4 in replacement of my Glow Light 3, which was starting to slow down, but I soon realized that I'm not a fan of the Glow Light 4. I don't like the fact that the haptic button is gone, and I don't like the fact that it was glitching on me, that particular unit, so I did switch it to the Glow Light 4. Now, the other fun things about e-readers is outside of the fact that you can get an e-reader for them and they can then download as many books as they want and read as much as they want without taking up shelf space, or house space. The other nice thing about them is you can customize them in different ways. On the Kindle, I have chose to do one form of customization, which is basically getting a clear case and then adding stickers and things like that that speak to you, as well as a pop socket that just allows you to hold the e-reader while you read and is making it easy access to click on. Now, this particular Kindle is the smallest size. This is the 6-inch, and I'm absolutely obsessed. I got it in the matcha colorway. I also happen to have the Nook Glow Light 4, which is also about 6 inches across, and I absolutely love this one as well. This is a different style of case where it is a closure, and I decided to get the composition book style because I just thought that was super cute. And when you open it up, you have the e-reader inside. And there's so many different e-readers out there now, so I would definitely say if that's something you think your reader pop friend is going to be interested in, definitely consider looking into the different types of e-readers out there and getting them the e-reader of your choice. Now, what I will say is that the Nook is really only beneficial to US citizens. It is hard to get Barnes & Noble's books outside of the US on the Nook, which makes it kind of pointless. So I would say Kindle is more global, Kindle is more easily accessible, but it just comes down to what floats your boat. The other fun thing about both of these is they can also support the Libby app. So if that's something you're interested in, that is something that you can also do, which is absolutely wonderful. I have nothing else to say really. I truly love both of these little guys. So outside of the things that we've already talked about, another fun thing that you can do is creating an atmosphere. Now, a lot of readers love to have their candles lit. They love their blankets. They love their, cozy vibes. So coming back to that theme, another thing you can get them is a beautiful candle. Now, candles obviously come in different shapes and sizes. You can customize them. You can make them yourself. You can get brand name. You can do whatever you want. But they always add a certain level of oomph to an experience. And a lot of us are actually very moved by scents. There's a lot of memories that are triggered by our olfactory senses. And so it can really be nice to have a smell associated with a book, or creating a candle or buying a candle that's related to a specific series that your reader in your life is a fan of. Now, for me personally, I am a little bougie, so I do love my Diptyque and my Jo Malone candles. And so these are a few that I have in the room with me. This little roses one is great for my desk because I love having it out and burning it when I just want a little bit of a light scent, but nothing too heavy to hit me, and I just want to keep reading. I also am absolutely obsessed with the Jo Malone candles, and I love the holiday ones. I just think they're so pretty with the painted components on the actual glass. And the nice things about these is once they run out, you can clean them out and use them for other purposes, pencil holders and whatnot. Also, the metal lid on the top can be used to extinguish the flame, which is also wonderful. So I do love my fancy candles. There are also other candles that you can buy that are custom designed and custom made with like the fun little confettis and things like that inside of the candle and fun scents. Or you can get scents that are specifically designed to go with a book. For example, this one says Romanticy, smells like bonded mates and twisted fates. And the fragrance is apple and Szechuan pepper. It is a Barnes & Noble's candle that was designed from the library of Barnes & Noble's. It's so cute. I just noticed that was designed to basically support the ACOTAR series, and I'm obsessed with it. This was actually gifted to me by my sister-in-law, and I wasn't sure about the Szechuan pepper when I first saw that. I was like, apples and Szechuan peppers, but it works. Let me tell you, it's like spiced, woodsy, bookish vibes. It's like so perfect for those cooking scenes, the cabin scenes, the fun vibe scenes in the fantasy series of ACOTAR. And for those of you who have read A Court of Mist and Fury, if you know exactly what I mean when I say that. So absolutely love it. This particular one says, just like your favorite romance novel, this fragrance is alluring, seductive, and a little unexpected. Sweet meets spice with top notes of ambrosia apple and Szechuan pepper. Apple brandy, spiced cognac, aged oak, and silky musk bring depth and interest to this enticing aroma. So that sounds wonderful. It also has candle instructions on the bottom as well. So if anyone is not the best at taking care of their candles, it does give them play-by-play instructions on how to use these. Next up, games. Now, I am a big board gamer / card gamer. That's how I grew up. That's what we did in my family for fun. So I'm obsessed with them. And I've recently discovered games that are based on books. So let me give you guys an example. The first one that I want to show you guys is called Fiction. This is available at Barnes & Nobles. If you guys play Wordle or you're familiar with the game Wordle, it's kind of like that. But basically what they do is they have a bunch of cards that you pick out of, and it's basically excerpts from various famous books, such as Moby Dick. On that card, there will be all the words that are 5-letter words highlighted for the player that is conducting the game. That person then writes their 5-letter word down and then has everyone else try to guess what their 5-letter word is. As you go through the game, they will continue to guess 5-letter words, and you as the clue giver have to tell them whether the letters are in the correct place, whether they're the right letters, and whether or not they are moving in the right direction. Now, the fun part about fiction, and the reason it's called fiction, is that the person who's giving the clues may tell one lie each turn, and you don't know what that lie is going to be. So the lie could be that they're telling you the letter is wrong. They could be telling you the letter is in the wrong place. You never know, but they're allowed to lie once per turn, each turn being the word that you're guessing. It's fun, it's entertaining, and I thoroughly love it, and I love the fact that it's based on books. Another game that's out there that we found that we really enjoyed was the Agatha Christie's Death on the Cards. This game is hilarious. It's basically based on Agatha Christie characters, Hercule Poirot, Mrs. Marple, things like that. And you're basically either the villain, or you are Hercule Poirot, or you are a regular character. And your goal is to try and figure out who is the murderer. And you basically do this by figuring out people's secrets. Everyone has 2 or 3 secrets to start depending on the number of players that you have. And then everyone has a character. And your goal is to figure out the other player's secrets in order to determine who is actually the murderer. It's a really fun game. I really, really enjoyed it. And all I can say is it's just such cute packaging. The cards are just so cute. And it's so absolutely freaking perfect for our bookish boys and girls out there. Easy to pack, easy to move around with, and great to throw in that tote that I was showing you guys earlier as well. Now, outside of that, other things that can be beneficial for those who like watching YouTube videos, for those who like having, video or some kind of background scenery going on, sometimes it's nice to have something to cancel that that blue light. Also, same thing for tablet readers. For those who like to read on their phone and their tablet, that blue light can be a little overwhelming, a little glaring. So Pair is a great company to look into as well. You can get custom glasses with prescription frames if you need, prescription lenses if you need them. They have all the prescription options that you might want. They can definitely put in your actual physical prescription. They can put in anti-glare. They can put in, transition, whatever you might want for the physical lenses themselves. And then they have these beautiful little top covers that you can buy to customize the pair. You also get to pick the original pair's shape and color. These are the ones that I use for the computer when I'm talking to you guys. And then here is the pair that I use for reading. So this is a slightly different shape. You can see here that that's how I kind of tell them apart. I also got the frames in different colors. So this one is a pink. Naturally, it almost looks like I'm not wearing anything. And then I can add frames. Now, the other fun thing about these is you can also get frame covers that are actually sunglasses. So if I wanted to throw this on while I'm reading outside, well, now I can read at the beach and no one's going to bother me. They're going to think I'm wearing my sunglasses, but really I have my blue light, reading glasses that I can use to enjoy a good book. So that is another fun option to consider for anyone who might be interested in reading, but just needs a little bit of help when they're trying to read on their tablet or on their phones, and just such a fun, expressive way to enjoy your prescription. For those who already have pair glasses, also it's fun to just get them like top lenses that you can then change out, top covers that you can then change out depending on your mood and your vibe, which makes it that much more fun. Next up, special editions. So there's a lot of different companies that do special editions of books. Now this gets a little bit tricky because a lot of times you do have to pre-order them. So they might be coming in a little bit late. So not the best time to be looking at them right now, but there are some companies that will ship within 2 weeks and the books have been sitting there for a while. Other companies, you actually pre-order sets. And I like to unbox these with you guys, so I thought today I would also showcase some books that came in that are special editions. The first one is actually from Fairy Loot. This is a 3-book set. I ended up getting the Glimmer Falls set, which is the Witch's Guide to Fake Dating a Demon set, and I absolutely love these books. They are beautiful on their own, and then here are the different covers. So we have A Witch's Guide to Fake Dating a Demon. When you open it up, this is the front plate, and then here is the front cover with the beautiful, beautiful metallic finishes. And the other fun thing about these special edition books is a lot of times they will be signed by the author, which is obviously going to add a sense of value to these books as well. And they usually come with the beautiful sprayed painted edges. So that's the first one there. Then I have A Demon's Guide to Wooing a Witch, which is the second book in the series. Again, you have that beautiful, beautiful set of painted edges. And then you also have the beautiful front page. And of course the metal finishes, and then not metal, sorry, metallic finishes. And then you have the author's signature as mentioned on that first book. She didn't sign every single one of these, but she did sign all of the first books in this set. And then last but not least, we have A Werewolf's Guide to Seducing a Vampire. And so that one is also just a really fun cover. We have the beautiful, beautiful orange, the beautiful flames across the front. You have the beautiful gold finishes on the front page, the front cover, and then you also have it's just so pretty. It's just such a pretty book. It's just absolutely lovely. And I love the fact that you get those finishes on this book. And like I mentioned, the first book in this particular series was signed. And again, these particular books, which are part of the, I just blanked on what the series is called. I'm so sorry, guys. I said it earlier. Glimmer Falls. The Glimmer Falls series are absolutely beautiful and stunning, and these were available through Fairy Loot, which is one of my favorite companies. Another great brand is Illumicrate. All of those books up there that make up that beautiful scene of the house in the background, as well as all the floral ones. Actually, all the books on this top shelf, basically, that are the same size, are from a company called Illumicrate. Illumicrate also does beautiful, beautiful books that are stunning to look at, look gorgeous on your shelf, and fun to read. They also did the books on the bottom here, and I love those as well. Those are more sci-fi. And then we have more of the Fairy Loot collection. You can also get sprayed edges and special edition books on certain Etsy shops as well if you want to support a local small business company. And that can definitely help promote opportunities for those small businesses, as well as create unique and fun presents for your loved one. I also have another unboxing here. This is from the Bookish shop, which is the same place I got that Zodiac Academy mug that I was talking about that I currently have my tea sitting in. So when I open this box here, I can show you the lovely, lovely book that I ordered from them. I am doing a fresh unboxing for you guys because I have not seen what's inside there yet, but it is the book Gothicana, which is a relatively new book that came out. It is also considered more of an indie author. I haven't really seen too many of these books around. It was also available at Barnes & Nobles though, so you can definitely find it there too. So this is the physical copy of the book. It is absolutely gorgeous. The Barnes & Nobles cover is a lovely purple. So if that's more your vibe, that one is purple and black. This book is kind of academic, kind of creepy. It's basically a psychological kind of gothic novel, sorry. And it is set in a academic setting. So you kind of got that dark academia vibe as well. Doesn't necessarily have mayhem and murder per se, but it does have a lot of craziness that happens in this book. So let's take a peek at the beauty of the book itself. So here is the Gothicana book. And then when I take this lovely cover off, oh my gosh, guys, this is gorgeous. So this is the alternative cover if you wanted to switch it around and you wanted to showcase the art, which you absolutely can. And I love that metallic green. So that's another option for us versus the actual cover. And then here is the beautiful, beautiful cover of Gothicana. It is this lovely, lovely emerald metallic finish, and I love that. I just think it's so, so pretty. And then on the back it says, I am your beast, I am your madness, and you're my afterlife, which I think is just so sweet. So beautiful. And then when we open up the front page, we have the motif of the bats and the skulls. Then you have, of course, the painted edges that go all the way around with these lovely, lovely birds. They did a really good job on those finishes. And then this one, I did not buy the signed edition, I'm pretty sure, but I'm just going to triple check here. Yeah, no, this is not the signed edition, but a lot of these companies will sell you the signed or unsigned version, and the price will obviously vary accordingly. But that's another fun option of gift for a loved one. If you know they have a favorite book, I would definitely recommend checking out websites such as Owl Crate, Fairy Loot, as well as Bookish Box in order to get special edition books for them, or Etsy shops where you can actually pick which book you want to customize. Another really, really great option that's available on Etsy is a blind date with a book. They basically take a book based on a genre that you choose for your fellow reader, and they'll actually wrap the book up for you. It comes with a bunch of little treats usually. So I've had 2 that I've owned at this point, and it came with like hot chocolate, it came with a pen, it came with annotation tabs, it comes with some stickers that you can definitely add to your book. And then when you unwrap that little parcel, usually it comes with bookmarks and things like that too, and highlighters. And when you open that little parcel, you get a brand new book. I recently did that as gifts for my other friends, and they absolutely adored it. And that's what we did during Friendsgiving, was sharing the love and the joy of books. Okay, so I know I did just mention that you guys should definitely consider getting a blind date with a book. Fun fact, you can also wrap them yourself, make them yourselves. In fact, my best friend just gave me one, and it was absolutely hilarious. It's an inside joke for us, but I decided to add a clip of my genuine reaction to opening that so you can see firsthand what that experience might look like and see if that might be something you want to add to your Bookish gift list.
All right, go for it.
Well, with 22 days left until Christmas, my best friend, who was abandoning me and leaving me to go to the other side of the country, decided that she was going to get me a blind date with a book. But this has been designed by her. She is also a physician, so she decided that she was going to use the extra prescriptions that she has left to write me a prescription as well. So let's see what our blind date is. First and foremost, we have one of my favorite teas, Sadaf tea, guys. If you ever want a strong cardamom blend tea, this is your tea.
I'll bring you more.
I used to literally drink this all the time when we were in medical school at her house, and she would just look at me and be like, are you gonna sleep tonight? And I'd be like, nah, this is gonna keep me up. But this, with a touch of honey, delicious. Then, let's read our prescription, Sally. It says, stat order to myself, 123 Ouville.
Since Christmas?
27, 1991 was my birthday. Grinchmas 2024. Blind date with the book. Consume Purin. Side effects: rage reading, euphoria, understanding. And I get to refill 100 times as needed with no substitutions. Doctor's orders, guys. Doctor's orders. She also decided to give me a couple of face masks. So we have these awesome face masks from Sephora. This one is the Quenching and Plumping Effect, and it is watermelon extract. And then this one is a bamboo moisturizing beauty mask. It helps replenish water and moisture, brighten skin tone, basically all things that I need. And that one also looks absolutely lovely. Who doesn't love a good face mask? And then this is my favorite part. She got me a little avocado pen, guys.
And it swirls, it spins.
It's a spinny avocado pen, and our little avocado was winking at me. I had to play with him right away. And it's a fine tip pen because my girl knows me. It's a blue fine tip avocado pen. I'm very excited. Then of course it's green bows because she knows my favorite color is green. And now, let me figure out how to open this. I think I'm just gonna have to tear into it.
Just tear into it because it is not done gracefully by any means.
Axis. As I drop things and throw them around.
And I tried really hard not to tape the book itself because I think they do that sometimes.
Yeah.
And I was afraid to do that.
books with some spice. Within limits.
We'll show them the book, Shri.
This book has been read by my best friend, who was like, I went through this book and I literally, like, every 10 pages had to put it down, just take a breath, and then start reading again. She's also mentioned how she's gotten other friends to read it, and they literally finished reading it or were reading parts of it and would text her and be like, dude, I will never judge you and you will never judge me because of how spicy this book is. So if you guys are looking for 5-star spice, this is that book. So I was telling her that while the book sounds intriguing to me, I don't see myself ever picking this book up because I'm afraid of the spice. I'm afraid of the spice. So she got me said book. This is Split or Swallow, written by Lindsay Straub, and it is the first book in a series that is now being written by the author. Bella, get out from underneath the tree. Get out. Get out. But to conclude, if you ever want a super spicy book, this is your book. Thank you, Mina. I do appreciate it.
This is now, okay, I'm just going to add something. This is now going to be officially the indie original copy, and it's going to be discontinued. So that was one of the reasons why I wanted to get it for you, just to have a little piece of me here while I'm gone. And
now I have to read it.
The title is going to be changed. So the series is going to be called the Split or Swallow series, but the first book, which is this one, is going to be called The Kiss of the Basilisk, or Kiss of a Basilisk.
And last but not least, I have care packages that you can do. Now, you can build these yourself. You can get ones that are just plain food, like this one, where you basically have that lovely bowl that can be reused, and then it just has a bunch of like snacks that they can eat. You could also just get them a cozy little blanket. So if you wanted to, you could literally just get them a lovely little blanket like this one. This one is from Buc-ee's, and my husband bought this for me and did not actually wrap it. I have a soft spot for Buc-ee's because it is in between Austin and Dallas, which is originally where I was from. I was born in Austin, grew up in Dallas, and I'm a Texas girl at heart, now living in California. So he bought me this to bring me some joy. And then also we like doing packages off of Etsy. So let me give you guys an example here. This is the package that I did. So you have this lovely card that you can get, and these can also sometimes be customized. Sometimes they'll make them for you. They'll usually type a customized card, and then you get a little bow that covers the box itself. I am trying to take this off without actually unraveling the bow because I like to save this and have my husband unwrap it. But when you open up this box, this is from an Etsy shop, and I can definitely link the Etsy seller below. But I love this because it's a little Christmas box, and for $50 you get a little bit of everything. So let me see if this will open for us. There we go. So here we go. We got the lovely tape that's there, and it is by Kismet by Me, and I will definitely add the link to the Etsy shop in the description box below. But basically, when you open up this little package, it's a little care package, and it has a lot of little fun things on it. So you have this couple of lovely little ornaments down here. So you have the coaster for warm drinks. You have hot cocoa. You have tea. You have this lovely little blanket. And it's just such a fun little care package to open up when the holidays are being celebrated and you're opening your gifts with your family. That does bring me to a conclusion today. Those are all the gifts that I have that I would recommend. Oh, before I forget, last but not least, Bookish subscriptions. So definitely Book of the Month subscriptions, Illumicrate subscriptions, Once Upon a Book Club. All of those different subscriptions are great. You can give 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, a year, usually with many of these different services. And basically it gives your lovely reader a nice little present once a month. It's the gift that keeps giving, and they'll just receive books on a monthly basis. So that's another thing to consider. I hope this guide was fun for you guys. I hope it gave you some inspiration on things that you can put on your list as well as gift to others. And I hope that it was as enjoyable for you guys as it was for me to think about all the bookish adjacent things that we can get or enjoy that would just help us experience the bookish vibe a little bit more. That being said, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate every single one of you. If you stuck till the end, thank you for hanging out. If you're new here and this is up your alley and you like bookish content, definitely consider hitting that subscribe button and that notification bell. I put out videos every Wednesday and Sunday, and I like to put out everything bookish related. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for being back. Thank you so much for supporting me. Thank you so much for just being here and allowing me to talk all things books with you guys. It is my passion, it is my joy, it is what I really enjoy, and it's always so special to be able to share that with a community that understands the obsession with all things books. That being said, I will catch you guys in the next one and wish you all a lovely, lovely holiday season. Until next time, bye guys.